Thank you.
Although,
Thank
yeah,
you
if you
that.
needed that primer, then perhaps you're in bigger trouble than we realize. You know who's in trouble? The Bills secondary. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 for 35. That was his first catch as a Raven, and it goes for 6. But then the Bills fans are normally so great. There's one kid in red who goes and slaps Lamar after he slapped Hopkins. Lamar pushed him back. Kind of like John Mulaney. So I pushed him.
Yeah, hey, listen, man.
Lamar said he slapped me, so I forgot where I was.
Kid.
A little bit. And then Lamar can do this.
Yeah.
He jukes not one, but 2 Bills, right? He's dodging Bills like I did in college, and then he's coming right on up.
They don't forget,
Coming
Randy.
right
I
on
just
up.
want you to know.
I think that dry cleaning place closed. Lamar gets tackled, so it's a gain of 19. Later, Lamar, just tuck it to Derrick Henry, and the King will do the rest. 18 carries, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns, most rushing yards in the season opener in Ravens history. But here come the Bills, because they got Josh Allen now, and the Ravens had been 25-0 when scoring 40 points in the game. Here they are, looking at 40 points. But look at this from Allen. Just blessed. That is tipped. That is tipped, and it goes right to Keon Coleman. KC coming up with a bit of a masterpiece. No big deal. We might see it in top plays. I don't know. And then Henry, he only made one mistake on the night.
Oh, it's a big one.
And that was it. Big Ed Oliver was a menace. It's recovered by Terrell Bernard. 6 tackles for Oliver, a sack, 3 tackles for a loss, and the Bills get the ball back, Gary.
They're up 15 points in the fourth quarter, but here comes Josh Allen trying to erase that deficit. This to rookie tight end Jaxson puts him on the doorstep. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's the MVP. Allen's second rushing score of the game. He had 14 rushes for 30 yards, 2 of those touchdowns. They're going for 2 because we got 2 minutes to play. Keon Coleman, 11 targets, 8 catches, a career high in both. Could not secure that, so the Bills still trail by 2. 2 minutes to go. The Ravens can all but seal it right here with a first down instead. A couple yards short, so they're forced to punt. 50 seconds left, 2nd and 10. It's Allen finding another Josh Palmer. 5 catches, 61 yards. It's a 32-yard pickup, so the Bills are inside the 40. Very next play, it's Coleman. And he's going to bite off a big chunk of yardage. Shoestring tackle, otherwise he's in for 6. It puts him in fantastic field position for the ageless wonder in Matt Prater, 41 years young in his 19th season, his 5th NFL team. And that is how the Bills erase a 15-point fourth quarter deficit to come back and win 41-40 over the Ravens. Our coach, Herm Edwards, was up watching it, joining us now from the West Coast because he don't sleep after performances like this. Coach, fantastic to see you. You just saw the highlight. You watched the game. Was this Josh Allen's most impressive performance?
Well, you can start almost really carving out the MVP trophy again for this year for Josh Allen. An amazing win for the Buffalo Bills when you think about how they came back to do this at home. Down 14. And the never say die Buffalo Bills. And Josh Allen is he's remarkable. I mean, he's must-watch TV the way he performs. And this team in general, they have no quit. This game should have been over. But the Ravens have a problem finishing games off, the details of it all. They were outplayed until about the last 5 minutes of the game, and the Buffalo Bills found a way to beat the Ravens again.
Okay, Coach, to that point, though, you mentioned Baltimore just continues to be on the wrong end of these. Yet another double-digit lead that goes begging. Why do the Ravens keep struggling to close out games?
Details, the little things. When you watch this game occur, and then when you really watched it and it started unfolding, and the fumbles, the drop balls, whatever it may be, the miscues, when you looked on the sideline and you looked at their players, they had that glaze in their eye, like, here we go again. And they're right. They just seem to just melt when they play the Buffalo Bills. They can't beat them. Lamar Jackson had an MVP performance again, but they find a way to lose. 2 straight now, all of a sudden, losses in their openers.
Ravens win probability, Coach, was over 99% at the 4-minute, 48-second mark of the fourth quarter. But you take a look at this graphic right here, and that sort of just spells the Ravens' woes. But bookmark this game, bookmark this matchup, because we're likely going to see them tango in the playoffs in some form or another. Coach Herm Edwards hanging out with us all morning. Coach, stand by.
Yeah, we're going to get your thoughts on this, Coach. We got the Packers We got the Lions, Micah Parsons making his debut. Limited snap count for him. Still dealing with the back issue. They haven't played at home in a season opener since 2018 in Green Bay. And this is what the fans have been missing out on. That is Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft, 2 for 16 for Kraft. And Jordan Love said, man, big goal for us was to be able to come in here and start the season fast. Romeo Doubs would oblige. Look at that. Deep ball, dropped it right in the bucket for Doubs, 2 for 68. One of only 2 explosive plays for the Pack on the day, and they're taking on a Lions team that had won 8 straight divisional games, but Love capping this drive. No cap. To Jayden Reed, 17 yards. So celebrate with the Lambeau Leap. You're up 17-3, and that was enough. It's 27-6. About 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Goff needs to get something going. Micah Parsons just kept going, chased him down, and got him. It's like Lil Wayne said on this show on Saturday morning. Packers are going to put Goff in the microwave. 27-13 is the final. Coach back with us, and Micah Parsons made some noise in his debut, even on those limited snaps. To what extent does he now, Coach, make this Packers team elite?
Well, think about the Green Bay Packers. Quietly, they were 5th ranked in defense last year. People don't know that, right? They can score points. So now you have a premier pass rusher that you add to this defense. And he showed up yesterday. Remember, this defense last year had 45 sacks. Now they go to a 60-sack football team. They're going to play with a lead because they average about 27 points a game. They put you in passing situations, and now Michael Parsons and this defense, they come alive. I say this, guys, the Green Bay Packers might be the team in the NFC to beat now.
Okay, let's go ahead and say that.
Mark what I say.
Mark
what I say.
Last year, the team to beat was the Lions. Their next road game, Baltimore. Good luck. More from Herm Edwards.
Very mad, too.
More from Coach throughout the morning on SportsCenter.
Hey, you can tell the National Guard to stand down in D.C. The Giants pose absolutely no threat. 0, none. New York manufactured 231 total yards, 0 total touchdowns in their 21-6 loss to the Commanders. Russell Wilson, 17-37, 168 yards, averaged just 4.5 yards per completion. Only week 1, but the quarterback questions have already been asked.
Well, it's after, we're talking about after every game. I got confidence in Russ. So we're going to go back. We'll evaluate the tape. This game isn't on Russell Wilson. It's not on Russell Wilson. I want to make that clear. So I have confidence in Russ. We got to do a better job all the way around.
All right, let's hear from Adam Schefter now joining the program. Adam, fantastic to see you. What now for the Giants at quarterback after Russell Wilson's performance in your eyes? What are you hearing?
Well, good morning, Gary. You heard Brian Daboll there, the Giants head coach, say he loves Russ, but he also didn't commit to Russ. And as long as he doesn't commit to Russ, this is going to be an ongoing storyline that hangs over the team. The Giants will discuss the situation. We'll see how soon they decide to go to Jaxson Dart. I think most people believe at some point in time, Jaxson Dart is going to get his shot probably sooner rather than later. But the Giants' schedule is a gauntlet. And the question will be whether they want to expose their young quarterback, their first-round draft pick, to that kind of schedule this early. Brian Daboll and the Giants general manager, Joe Shane, were in Buffalo when they went to Josh Allen very early in the season. I believe it was after 1 week. We'll see if they decide to repeat that, but clearly Jaxson Dart's time is coming.
So much draft capital in that first-round pick. The clock continues to tick. Week 1 had some injuries to some major players, including Brock Bowers. Schefter, what are you hearing?
He left the game with a knee injury. Now, after the game, he said it was not anything serious. He was not concerned. I'm sure they're going to do some testing on that knee today, but the fact that he was comforted and did not think that it was overly serious is an encouraging sign for the Raiders and one of their top players in all. He was not the only tight end to be injured yesterday. George Kittle left the game with a hamstring injury after scoring a touchdown, did not return. And typically, when you have a situation like that, he's going to have an MRI later today. He's probably going to miss multiple weeks just because of the hamstring. Now, George Kittle's a tough guy, but that's not a simple injury to overcome. And the Broncos tight end Evan Ingram also left yesterday with a calf injury, so a bunch of tight ends injured across the league.
Yeah, plenty more with Adam and the Get Up crew, top of the hour. Right.
Pretty handsome on that set.
Little bit.
Not gonna lie to you. Time for the 2-minute drill. Fire it up. Let's get after it. Let's get you to Matthew Stafford and the Rams taking on the Texans. Stafford missed so much of the preseason with a back issue, but looking just fine here, finding Davis Allen, corner of the end zone. Stafford throws a good ball, man. That's a 17th straight season opener. 245 and a touchdown. Here comes C.J. Stroud, though, finding Dario Gumbawale. Problem is, Nate Landman is there.
Oh.
Punches that. We love Landman. I quit drinking. I'll stick with beer.
Hey, season 2 coming out?
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty fired up about it.
Old William Robert Thornton, 7-2 in season openers under Sean McVay. Rams win 14-9.
All right, we got the Titans and the Broncos at the Mile High, under 8 to go. It's a snug game, 13-12. J.K. Dobbins breaking through, high stepping. Broncos up 20-12. Under a minute to go, your first overall pick in Cam Ward. Can he make some magic in his first start? 4th and 10. That Broncos defense is going to be problematic, not just for him, but for the rest of the season. So says the expert. Shout out Vic Lombardi. He was sacked 6 times. Broncos win 20-12.
Cards and Saints. Saints had won 6 straight season openers, but Kyler Murray didn't care. A little shovel pass there to James Conner, 44 total yards for the con man, and well, that's a bad nickname. And a touchdown. We're still working on it. Cards
have
win
for Murray.
20-13.
Serial Kyler. Jags, Panthers, battle of the big cats. Travis Hunter makes his debut. Gain of 10, 6 catches, 33 yards on the opening drive. Bryce Young completing one. The Tessero McMillan gain of 16. Hunter in on the tackle, gonna go 2 ways. He took 44 snaps on offense, 6 snaps on defense, and the Jags get the win. Okay, Emerson.
Okay, Raiders on top of the Patriots in Foxborough. Ashton Genty's first NFL touchdown. Raiders win 20-13. They've won 3 straight against the Pats. Pete Carroll, the first head coach in NFL history, wins debut in 4 different franchises. Let's go, Pete.
I gotta get a game ball. First win in the silver and black.
Let's go.
What about Coach Carroll's old team in the Seahawks hosting Brock Purdy and the 49ers? Brock Purdy has never lost at Seattle since becoming the full-time starter in 2022. Jake Tongus, back corner of the end zone, got it. 26-35 for Purdy, and that triple coverage-ish. Triple coverage, right, yeah. 2 TDs, 49ers up 17-13. New quarterback in Seattle, Sam Darnold, with 1:10 to go in the 4th to Jaxson, Smith, and Jigba. 9 catches, 124 yards. All other Seattle pass catchers, 7 catches, 26 yards combined. Nick Bosa, problematic. The sack, forced fumble, and the recovery. He has 11 sacks against Seattle in his career, most against any franchise. Bye. Get home safe. 49ers win 17-13.
Let's get to the NFC South. We got the Bucs, we got the Falcons. Divisional matchup out of the gates. Baker Mayfield and company taking on Michael Penix Jr. Here comes the young man, Penix. Running to his left. He can pick up a first down and not score. They take a measurement. He was originally called short, but after review, yes. And it matters. Sometimes stretch, measure, you get the measurement. It's important to get a good spot on a Penix measurement, and then it's just diving for the end zone.
Well, how about how long Penix was able to stay up right there? That's impressive.
It is. He stayed up for a good 4 yards and broke the plane.
Any more yards, you're going to want to.
It's important. Like, is he in? And yep. Okay, Penix, 6 carries, 21 yards, and a touchdown. Falcons lead 20-17. But here comes old Baker crunch time. That's what they should call him that, because Emeka Egbuka had 2 receiving touchdowns and 67 yards, 3 passing touchdowns for Baker. Here comes Penix, though. Going to go ahead. Listen, can he deliver at the right time to Ray McCloud? Yes. Ray squared, 3 grabs, 51 yards, 298 for Penix through the air. And then it's Wk2 time. We're going to overtime because this dude doesn't miss in the clutch. Oh, no. Oh, no. 5 straight season opening wins for the Bucs, extending their franchise record. Tampa, 23-20 winners.
All right, it's the Steelers, it's the Jets, it's the return of A.A. Ron. We just did a quarterback switcheroo because Justin Fields now under center for New York. All right, offense,
We'll swap.
yeah, listen, it was slow-ish out of the gate. Rodgers to Ben Skoranek. For Rodgers, that's his first touchdown. As a Steeler, it's 7-3, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Fields just airing it out to G-Dub. 21st birthday, because quarterbacks were going shot for shot. 2-point attempt. failed, so it's 9-7 after the first. Now we get the scoring going. It's the fourth quarter. Steelers down 26-17. Jaylen Warren open. Jaylen Warren scoring. Steelers down 2. Steelers kicking it back to the Jets. Xavier Gipson there to return. Stripped by Ken Gainwell. Skoranek coming up with it. So Skoranek on the receiving end of the touchdown, now making special plays on special teams. 2nd and 7. Rodgers, zip. Calvin Austin, touchdown. 35th career game with 4 passing scores for Rodgers, tied for Peyton Manning, 3rd most in the league's history. Justin Fields, naked boot, just super unclothed. Just no clothes at all. Super naked. 32-31. Jets are up with 2:40 to go, and sometimes it's just good to be lucky. I mean, that ball hit 4 different humans on the field.
And it ends up in Metcalf's.
DK Metcalf's bread basket.
And have you seen his abs? He doesn't eat a lot of bread.
That's correct. He skips a lot of carbs. Chris Boswell from 60 yards out for the lead. The Boz father. The Boz hog. Hugo Boss. 34-32, but the Jets have an opportunity. Garrett Wilson, meet Jalen Ramsey. They were jaw-jacking earlier in this game, too, so Ramsey gets the last laugh and the last hit. Steelers with the last word.
You spoke about the meeting with Aaron Glenn on McAfee a few months ago. Beating him, is there significance in that, since he basically told you to your face that he didn't think you were right for that team?
Yes, that's what he did.
So there's significance in beating him for you?
I was happy to beat everybody associated with the Jets.
Everybody associated. And by way of that, he was happy to beat you, Coach. I mean, you were associated with the Jets. You're back with us now to talk about the sustainability of that play from Aaron Rodgers all season. Can you see that happening?
Well, if you can protect it. Remember, this offensive line was not very good last year. They gave up 49 sacks, and they had 2 quarterbacks that had athleticism. Aaron Rodgers cannot move anymore. He's 41 years old. But his display of throwing the football, he still has that. There's no doubt about that. Against a good defense. Remember, Aaron Rodgers is in Pittsburgh for one reason only, to win playoff games. This team was 27th passing the ball last year in the National Football League. They have a quarterback now that enhances their passing game. Still, the Pittsburgh Steelers have this thing that they have to fix. Defense. Defense. Pass defense. Think about it. Justin Fields played pretty good, guys.
Sure.
Against a defense, pass defense that was leaky last year. They gave up 27 points the last 5 games of the season, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they got to get that.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he's into the end zone yet again. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is 1 behind the single-game NFL record. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. The speed on display. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They'll run with Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once